Meanwhile, on the local political front, opposition leader Lee Jae-myung has won an appeal over an earlier conviction of election law violation by a lower court late last year. For details, our political correspondent Shin Ha-young joins me live. Ha-young, welcome. Let's start with details of the verdict by the Seoul High Court.
Sure, Sunny. The main opposition Democratic Party leader Lee Jae-myung has been acquitted by an appeals court with regard to election violation charges. The Seoul High Court today overturned a ruling by a lower court which handed Lee a suspended prison term. And Lee was indicted on charges of making false statements in December 2021 during a media interview where he denied knowing the late Kim Moon-gi, an executive involved in a development scandal in Seongnam City, where Lee previously served as mayor. And he is also accused of having made false claims that there was pressure from South Korea's land ministry to rezone a research institute site in the Baekhyun-dong area. And the appellate court ruled on Wednesday that neither of the statements made by Lee can be seen as spreading false information, overturning the Seoul Central District Court's ruling in November. The lower court found Lee guilty of making false statements, though it said that parts of statements regarding Kim could not be considered a violation of the election law. And it handed Lee a one-year prison sentence suspended for 2 years. And prosecutors demanded the Seoul High Court to give a 2-year prison term for Lee during the appellate trial, the same sentence as they demanded in the first trial.
Right. And hi, what has been Lee Jae-myung's response to this latest ruling?
Well, Sunny, right after the ruling, the opposition leader Lee Jae-myung thanked the court for delivering what he called a proper ruling. Take a listen.
I appreciate the court for delivering a proper ruling based on truth and justice, but it's frustrating that so much effort and national resources were spent on something so obvious.
Meanwhile, the ruling People Power Party expressed regret over court's ruling and said that it will wait for the Supreme Court's decision. And there is much speculation that prosecutors will appeal today's verdict at the Supreme Court. And now, if that happens and the Supreme Court overturns today's ruling, sentencing Lee to a fine of 1 million Korean won, which is about $680 or more, he would lose his legislative seat and be barred from running in elections for 5 years. And if sentenced to a prison term, the ban extends to 10 years. That's all I have for this hour. Back to you, Sunny.
All right, Ha-young, thank you for that coverage. That was our political correspondent Shin Ha-young with the latest on the opposition leader's legal battle.